These all hospitals are built for giving job for doctors or for giving jobs for nurses. Not for both. It is for the residents of the country, correct? So we are not here for nurses or doctors. Whether Sister Nancy gave the injection, we don't care. Whether Sister Soumya shifted the patient to ICU, we don't care. Who dressed the wound of the patient, we don't care. Ultimately, we are concerned about the patient who was in the hospital, whether he is okay, whether he is healthy, whether he can be discharged. That is our concern. Okay? Who did this? Nobody is asking. Nobody is asking. Okay. So that is why in some of the sentences we use passive voice. When we don't know the concept of passive voice, in most of the sentences I see you people making doctor as the patient and patient as doctor. Doctor has been advised to take rest. You will laugh. You will laugh now. I will show you better sentences when we come across writing corrections. You are writing. Doctor has been advised to take rest. Doctor, you go and take rest. So doctor will have to go home and take rest. During all the passive voice classes, I give one example of my student. I don't want to tell the name here. She passed OET and now she is in UK. 2 weeks before she reached UK. Due to tubular pregnancy, the right tube was removed. Doctor advised not to have sexual intercourse for 3 menstrual cycles or 2 months. But the family is so much concerned to have the next baby, and you educated the patient to wait for 2 to 3 months. Yeah, you educated the patient to wait for 2 to 3 months. And I got this letter for correction, and I'm reading the letter. I have been advised to avoid sexual intercourse for the next 3 months. Yeah? Yes. I have been advised. That means the nurse has been advised. That means doctor advised the nurse. Then I asked, husband is at home? I asked her, your husband is at home? Sir, bean is not required, sir. Then why did she write that bean there? Beautification. She thought bean is something that comes like curry leaves that we add into the food. Then she realized, oh, okay, I made some mistake. Okay, so passive voice will make patient as doctor sometimes and doctor as patient. Yes, our children go to school. They are all experimenting things. What's the age of your child? 10. Which school he goes to? What's his name? Hans Maria. Okay. Hans Maria is so naughty. Last year when she was in the school, okay, there is a nice chair with wheels in the front side which teacher uses, and there's a glass door also. She had a curiosity, what will happen if I push this chair to the glass door? And she experimented and the glass was broken. Yeah? Yes. Teacher heard the sound and she is rushing to the classroom. She saw that the glass is broken. Suddenly, she goes to the corner of the classroom, takes the extension and dials somebody. For her habit, whenever this child does something, what the mother usually does? She will call husband. Ningalda mol. Yeah? You will blame the daughter and say, your daughter has broken the glass. This is what you are going to tell your husband. And this child is also thinking, my teacher is going to call either my father or the principal to say what? Aunt Maria has broken the glass. This is what this child is expecting because of you. Because this is how you always do. Correct? Yeah. So, what a good teacher will do? Teacher will say, Aunt Maria has broken the glass. Huh. Our classroom glass has been broken. Yeah? Our classroom glass has been broken. By whom? Principal also will not ask, right? All the children are safe? Yes, they are safe. Yeah, take care of the children. I will send the housekeepers. This is what principal will say. Yeah, a good teacher will not highlight the name of the student. Yeah, after effect. So doer has no importance here. Whoever it is, we don't care. The glass has been broken. Somebody has to come for cleaning. Hope you understand the concept of passive voice. Yeah, it doesn't mean in every sentence tomorrow onwards you should bring passive voice. No, no. Okay. Now, let me take the word right itself. Right. If I ask you to bring different combinations of right, you will say, I write, I am writing, try. I write, I am writing, I will be writing, I have written, I wrote, stock is over. Anyway, I have given you 12. I have given you 12 on the board, right? I write. With great difficulty, she reached 4. And I'm giving you 12 now. Which are they? I write, I wrote, I will write, I am writing, I was writing, I will be writing, I have written, I had written, I will have written, I have been writing, I had been writing, I will have been writing. I was talking about the difficulty of bringing 12 tenses. Okay, I write, I wrote, I will write, I am writing, I was writing, I will be writing, I have written, I had written, I will have written, I have been writing, I had been writing, I will have been writing. Tired? Making 12 itself? Nothing else is possible? But I would say, I can make 12 more. You struggle to make 4, right? I will make 12 more. Okay? Yes. Let's take it like I am writing a letter. A letter is being written. So write itself, I am showing you the 13th combination. A letter is being written. A letter has been written. A letter will be written. A letter is being written. A letter was being written. Yeah. So we can make in some more ways. And that is what I am going to teach you now. Okay. If you talk about the first table here, you remember? Okay. I write, I wrote, I will write, I am writing, I was writing. In this, in all the future tenses, something was common. What is that? Will. Everywhere, will was common in future tense. Now let me talk about continuous tense. ing is common for all the continuous tenses. Which are they? Present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, and present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. In all the continuous tenses, ing was common. So, future tenses, will is common. Continuous tenses, ing is common. Future continuous tense, will and ing is common. Correct? Will and ing. Will and ing is common. Now, coming to perfect tenses, two things are common. Coming to perfect tenses, two things are common. Which are they? Have or its relatives. Which are the relatives? Two things are common. Have and PP, past participle. Okay, have and past participle. These two are common. I will come to past participle. Before that, let me just clarify have. It's not just have or its relatives. Have, has, had, or will have. Okay, so either of them should come in perfect tense. Plus PP form. What is PP form? PP means past participle form. In teachers' language, it's called as in teachers' language, it's called as V1, V2, V3. Write, wrote, written. Past participle is V3, written. Written. Go, went, gone. Give, gave, given. Think, thought, thought. Teach, taught, taught. Read, read, read. Undertake, undertook, undertaken. Take, took, taken. Go, went, gone. Undergo, underwent, undergone. Consider, considered, considered. Jump, jumped, jumped. Work, worked, worked. So where ed comes, it is ed itself. Only show is show, showed, shown. Otherwise, ed, ed. Remember, remembered, remember. I have remembered. I have undertaken. I have undergone. So perfect tense will come with past participle. Yeah? Have and past participle. That is perfect tense. When it comes to perfect continuous tense, this is perfect tense. This is perfect. When it comes to perfect continuous tense, in continuous, what is mandatory? ing is mandatory, correct? ing is mandatory for continuous tense. So can we say I have, so past participle is required for perfect. So when it is perfect continuous, have is required, past participle is required, ing is required because it is continuous. Because it is perfect, have and past participle is required. Because it is perfect continuous, ing is required. So can we say I have returning? Because past participle is written and ing is ing. So we cannot say I have returning, right? No, we cannot. Then how? Why? Okay. I always draw a picture like this. Even in the first grammar class I have shown this. Okay, there is a tree here, and when you stand here you can see this tree, but you cannot see the roots. Okay, you cannot see the roots of the tree, you can just see the tree. Same way, for any verb like write, go, play, jump, you take any verb, for all of them there is something like to be. This is invisible, but it is there. To write, to play, to jump. This is how we call this, to jump. To jump becomes jumped when it is past. Jump is simple present tense. I jump, I give, I work. So work is simple present tense. To jump, to be jump. In your mother tongue, if you take like, if it is mother Malayalam, chaduga, oduga. When it comes to present tense, it is chadunu, odu. Chatam, noun. Chaduga, oduga. When we make it with to be, that is chaduga. Okay? So to be. So be is always invisible, but it is there with all the verbs. To be. And also do. Can I speak to Merlin? Merlin left for the day. When she left? No. When did she leave? When did she leave? Not when she left. So we are borrowing the past tense of do. You have balance in the mobile? No. Do you have balance? We borrow do for asking a question sometimes. So these two are there, invisible with all the verbs. Let me show you. What is the past tense of do? Did. What is the future tense? Will do. What is the continuous tense? Continuous tense is past participle done. Yeah? So let's take to be. Be. What is the continuous tense of to be? Being. What is the past participle of to be? Been. So for do, yes, do is present, did is past, will do is future. For to be, be. For be, what is present, past and future? Am, are, is, was, were, will be, have, has, had, shall, should, may, might, can, could. These all are different forms of to be. That is what we used previously for all the 12 tenses. Helping verbs we call. Helping verbs. Yeah? For a student's language we can say helping verbs because these verbs help you to make different tenses, past and present and future. Without these we cannot make I worked, ed, that is different. Other than that, I am working, I was working, am and was should come for changing the meaning. And they are called helping verbs. Okay? So, now being and been you should take into your mind. Yeah? Being and been, these two are the cousin brothers of all the verbs like write, play, jump, go. You take any verb, these two are the cousin brothers. Yeah, to be is a cousin brother. And these two forms of to be, you keep with you. Wherever we need, we will borrow them. That is why I have returning, we will not say I have. So, have is a must, past participle is a must, ing is a must because perfect tense needs have and past participle, continuous tense needs ing. So, ing we will take writing only, and for past participle, have anyways we have, past participle is I have been, and writing, I have been. I have been working at Ames Institute since 2015. I have been working at Ames Institute since 2018. I have been. So, been is past participle, working is ing, have is anyways there. I have been working. Why did I say this? Coming back to this sheet. Let's assume after I write, there is I write a letter, okay? I write a letter, I wrote a letter, I will write a letter, I am writing a letter, I was writing a letter, I will be writing a letter, I have written a letter, I had written a letter, I will have written a letter, I have been writing a letter, I had been writing a letter, I will have been writing a letter. Yeah, so we can convert the same into here I. We made all these active form. Now we are trying to make this a letter as the subject and I will be disappearing. We will remove I from the picture and we'll give importance to a letter. I am writing a letter. A letter is writing. That is not correct, no. I am writing a letter and a letter is writing. Are they both same meaning? Manoj is teaching Soumya. Soumya is teaching Manoj. Are they both same meaning? Both are totally opposite meanings. So we can't blindly add any verb as we like. Okay? Manoj is teaching Soumya. Soumya is teaching Manoj is not correct. Both are totally different. So if you want to give the equivalent meaning, equal meaning, if you want to give equal meaning of the same message, Manoj is teaching passive voice to Soumya. Soumya is being taught, passive voice, by Manoj. I am instructing Soumya. Soumya is being instructed by me. I have instructed Soumya. Soumya. I have instructed Soumya. Soumya has instructed. Soumya has been instructed. Yeah, Manoj has instructed and Soumya has instructed. Both are totally opposite. Correct? Both are doers then. Yeah? If you want to make Soumya as the receiver, Soumya has been instructed. Doctor has advised Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin has been advised. By the doctor, understood. So don't say by the doctor. Mr. Benjamin has been instructed to avoid strenuous activities. I write a letter. I wrote a letter. I am writing a letter. Sorry. I will write a letter. I am writing letter. I was writing a letter. I will be writing a letter. I have written a letter. I had written a letter. I will have written a letter. I have been writing a letter. I had been writing a letter. I will have been writing Okay. For bringing 12 different tenses, in, see here everywhere I is common, right? And this I made all these sentences, I am doing something, active voice, because here in this case, everywhere the doer is first. Who is doing the activity we have highlighted. Okay, I write, I wrote, I will write, I am writing, I was writing. So to bring 12 different meanings, with great difficulty we brought it, borrowing wrote, will write, writing, written, has been writing. Yeah, so write is converted into different forms because we have to bring 12 combinations, 12 varieties. So write is in different ways. But see, we are trying to do what now? We are trying to bring equivalent meaning in the other side. Yeah, passive voice. So for all these, we have a passive voice. Correct? We can convert them into passive voice. I am writing a letter. I gave an example earlier. Anyway, in passive voice, what should happen? subject should become an object should become. A subject should become object and object should become subject. Now let me start with a letter. A letter. This is which tense? I am writing a letter is which tense? I am writing a letter is present continuous tense. So, I have to bring present continuous here. For a letter, present continuous tense. For present continuous tense, a letter is the subject, so verb will be is. It is continuous, that is why is came, right? Yeah. So, continuous ing should also come, no? A letter is. A letter is. Anyway, writing is not just enough because, see, a letter is writing, we cannot say, correct? A letter is writing, then who is doing? Letter is doing. It's not letter is writing. We have to bring passive voice. See, in the active voice, to bring all these 12 combinations, we could make write as wrote and writing and written. But in passive voice, everywhere, write will be handicapped. So, making the first 12 tenses itself, you could borrow write and wrote and writing and written. But we are now trying to make 12 more different combinations for write. But here, when it comes to passive voice, write will always remain as written. Whether it is present tense or past tense or future tense, write will remain as written. Then how will you bring the meaning? You have to bring it with is and was and cousin brother, being and been. I write a letter, I will come to that, okay? I will come to the first one later. Let's talk about I am writing a letter. A letter is being written. A letter is being written. Let us take I was writing a letter. A letter was being written. Instead of a letter, if it is 3 letters, then 3 letters, not was, right? 3 letters were being written. 3 letters were being written. Okay. I have written a letter. Let's try. I have written a letter. A letter has. A letter, only one letter, no? So with third person singular, in the previous grammar class I have taught you, third person singular will come with has. A letter has written, has been written, correct? See, I have written a letter. A letter has written means letter should be the doer. Here letter is not the doer. Letter was written by somebody, right? So a letter has been written. A letter has been written. Now let us start from the beginning. I wrote a letter, you see the second one. I wrote, finished, correct? Wrote. A letter, you cannot say is because wrote is past, is present. That is why I took the second one first. I wrote a letter, wrote is past. A letter, past tense is what? Was. A letter was written. Now tell me the first one. I write, write is present. A letter's present tense is what? Is. So the first one should be a letter is written. See, everywhere it will be written only, okay? A letter is written. A letter was written. A letter will be written. Not will written. A letter will be written. A letter is being written. A letter was being written. Now comes the interesting one. The third one was a letter will be written. And here, a letter will be written again? No. A letter will be being written. A letter will be being written. Otherwise, the third one and the sixth one will remain the same, no? Third one is a letter will be written, and the next one is a letter will be being written. A letter will be being written. I have written a letter has been changed to a letter has been written. Next, a letter had been written, and the next one is a letter will have been written. A letter will have been written. Now, I have been writing, I had been writing, and I will have been writing. 3 more are remaining. Those 3 perfect continuous tenses do not have passive voice. So you don't need, okay? Earlier in the old English it was there. Like a letter has been being written, a letter had been being written, a letter will have been being written, but it's no more in use. And wherever you come across an opportunity to write the passive voice of perfect continuous tense, you should use active voice only. No passive voice. No passive voice. Okay? Only this is enough for you to understand. Check this. If you got this idea, now we will think of where we will use it in OET letters. Doctor has advised to avoid strenuous activities. Who is the patient? Benjamin. Okay, doctor has advised. Where is that? I have written, no? I have written will come like doctor has advised. Doctor has advised Benjamin. Benjamin has been advised. Benjamin has been advised to avoid strenuous activities. We are discharging Benjamin today. We are, instead of I am writing, I am discharging. Instead of I am discharging, we are discharging. We are discharging Benjamin. Benjamin is being discharged today. Benjamin is being discharged today. We admitted Benjamin, or duty doctor admitted Benjamin. Which one? Second one, right? I admitted. Duty doctor admitted Benjamin. Duty doctor admitted Benjamin. Benjamin was admitted. Benjamin was admitted. Don't write Benjamin is admitted. Benjamin is admitted means we admit. We admit is habitual action, present. Simple present tense is used with habitual action, right? We are not talking about simple present tense. We are talking about past tense. Benjamin admitted. No, Benjamin was admitted. Benjamin admitted means Benjamin should be doctor. Dr. Benjamin admitted the patient. Benjamin was admitted. Okay? Fine. Let me try to take you through. This is a sample answer by OET itself. Okay, OET sample answer. Let's go through one by one, and you see where all we have a passive voice. Thank you for seeing Ms. Tiles, widow and retired school teacher, who requires your urgent investigation of a possible relapse of pericarditis. There is no tense there for passive voice. Okay, let's come to the next one. Today, Ms. Tiles reports chest pain relieved by sitting up, shortness of breath and fatigue. She has low-grade fever. Nowhere there is a passive voice. Only when we did something to the patient and we want to give priority to what the patient received, there only we need to bring passive voice. Till now, they are just describing the situation of the patient, so we did not need to use passive voice. Ms. Tiles became unwell. That is something that patient did. So patient became unwell. That is an active voice only. Became unwell. On 23rd August, while visiting her sister, she admitted. She was admitted. Passive voice. She was admitted to Green Valley Hospital with fever, pleuritic chest pain, tachycardia, and general malaise. Throat swab investigations confirmed. Yeah? What confirmed? The investigations confirmed. That's not investigation was confirmed. Investigations revealed. Investigations confirmed. viral influenza type B, and echocardiogram indicated. Echocardiogram indicated, not echocardiogram was indicated. So we all have the habit of unnecessarily adding was and is in wrong places. Okay? Yes. So echocardiogram indicated pericarditis. Her chest X-ray was normal and Miss Stiles was managed. Miss Stiles managed or Stiles was managed? Doctor managed. Doctor managed Miss Stiles. Miss Stiles was managed. When we say Miss Stiles was managed, it indicates we managed or hospital managed or doctor managed. Irrelevant. Who did this is irrelevant. We give importance to what patient received. Okay, Miss Stiles was managed with IV saline and ibuprofen. She discharged? No. She was discharged. She was discharged home on 25th. Did they write she has been discharged? Do you remember I told you when you use a past date, which tense we will use? When we use a past date, 25 August they used here, simple past tense they used. Can we say she has been discharged on 25th August? No. She was discharged on 25th August. A nurse home visit was arranged. It's not, home visit cannot do anything. Home visit cannot arrange anybody. Not home visit arranged. Home visit was arranged by somebody, right? But who arranged it, we don't care. Ultimately, home visit is there. A home visit was arranged. If I take you to another sample answer very quickly. Jake first presented. Here they did not make Jake was presented. Jake presented. See, whenever you use the word presented, please don't use passive voice. Okay, even if it is a 6-month-old baby, Alicia presented to us with shortness of breath. Not Alicia was presented. Maybe mother brought her. Okay. Still, it is not with the meaning of somebody presented her. It is giving the meaning that she appeared like this. She was like this. She presented with, I felt like, or she shows the symptoms of, I see her like this. I saw her like this. When she came to me, she appeared like this. That is the meaning. She presented. She presented. Don't make it like she was presented. Jake was presented. The baby was presented by the mother. No, baby presented. It is not the meaning like who brought the baby. Okay, she presented. Be it 85-year-old patient or 3-month-old baby, it is she presented. Okay, presented word, please don't alter. Okay, he referred. No. Maybe school nurse referred the patient. Sorry, school nurse referred him. He was referred. By whom? School nurse? Understood or irrelevant. So, we did not mention it there. We don't need to. Importance is this boy, not who advised it. Maybe the school nurse of that time. As per the school health records, this is the information. Okay? He was referred to a trichology specialist who was unable to determine so and so. He prescribed? No. He was prescribed. Do you see all our simple past tense here? Yeah, when you're talking about something that happened in the past, you just write in simple past tense. We are talking about something that happened from when he was 13. Okay, his age of 13 onwards, what happened, we are describing. All are simple past tense. Okay, he was prescribed steroid cream, but after experiencing personality changes, he was taken off. He was taken off means from him, we just stopped the medicines. His condition not was stabilized, his condition stabilized. No need of passive voice there. Condition stabilized. Wound was healed or wound healed? Wound healed. Okay? Don't make passive voice there. In the last year, hair loss. Actually, this is in the last year will not come with has returned. Returned. Present perfect. In the last year is a past time, no? So let us make it like in the last year, hair loss returned. Not hair loss was returned, hair loss returned. No need of passive voice there. Don't confuse. Don't confuse. Jack's weight has reduced by 6 kg. Okay? Weight reduced. You don't need to say weight has been reduced. It is not that somebody reduced his weight. So don't say weight has been reduced, weight reduced. He started. It is not he was started, correct? He started taking. That's the meaning. He started taking homeopathic remedies. Don't write like he was started. Car was started. Maybe. You started the car was started. Car. Not he was started. Nobody can start him. Okay? He was referred. He was referred. That means maybe school nurse referred him to a counselor. So who referred is not important. It was the boy, Jack Peterson, that is important. So we said he was referred to a counselor. Yeah, that's all. You see, there is active voice coming in some places and passive voice coming in the other places. Wherever doctor has advised something, especially when you are writing to a nursing home and you have lots of future care plan, yeah, future activities, advised to avoid strenuous activities, elevating the leg, taking medicine, everything doctor has advised, doctor has advised, doctor has advised. But in the letter we will not say doctor has advised. Instead of that we might say he has been advised. Patient. If the patient's name is Benjamin, Benjamin has been advised. Benjamin has been commenced on tab so and so. He has been restricted. That does not mean each and every sentence should be has been, has been, has been. No, no. According to the situation, he is currently on tab so and so also we can say. He has been commenced on tab so and so. He is currently on tab so and so also. You can say. To avoid has been written multiple times and it will give a negative impression. Okay. Yes. During the writing corrections, you will get more idea about it. Okay. Now I will take you through a small exercise. Take your notebook, please.
5 minutes.
For your OET writings, passive voice has a role to play, but don't write passive voice in all the sentences. This will also help you to avoid writing unnecessary passive voices. Okay? From this you should understand some of the sentences are actually passive voice where you were supposed to write active voice. You can compare active voice and passive voice. Sit for some time and compare what is the meaning of this sentence. And if I add one is or was, how the meaning will change. What's the difference between I have given injection and I have been given injection? I have given injection means you gave the injection to somebody. I have been given injection means you got injection. Correct? Yes. Thinking being is beautification of your language. Don't blindly write been. It's not just with been. Been, is, was, being. These all words will totally change the meaning of the sentences. Okay? It will totally make the doer as receiver and receiver as doer. Doctor was admitted? No. Doctor admitted Mr. Benjamin. Benjamin admitted? No. Benjamin was admitted. Okay? Thank you so much.